Donald Trump has tumbled more than 200 places in the world ranking of billionaires as a result of his fortune shrinking by more than $400 million, £287 million, to $3.1 billion over the past year. According to Forbes magazine's annual ranking of the world's wealthiest people, the U.S. president slipped from 544th richest last year to 766th this year. It is the second year running that Trump's fortune has dwindled. Q&A. Jeff Bezos, Amazon founder, U.S. worth $112 billion. Bill Gates, Microsoft founder, U.S. worth $90 billion. Warren Buffett, investments, U.S. worth $84 billion. Bernard Arnault, LVMH, luxury goods, France, worth $72 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, U.S. worth $71 billion. Thank you for your feedback. The drop in Trump's estimated fortune comes on top of Forbes wiping $1 billion off his net worth in its 2017 rankings. The magazine attributed the decline in Trump's wealth to a tough New York real estate market, particularly for retail locations, a costly lawsuit and an expensive presidential campaign. Trump reached a $25 million settlement in a legal dispute about claims that his Trump University real estate courses allegedly defrauded students. Losses at his golf courses, including Turnberry and Ayrshire, have increased, forcing the president to inject cash to keep them afloat. Losses at Trump Turnberry, his biggest investment outside of the U.S., more than doubled to £17.6 million in 2016. Trump Turnberry owes Trump £112 million, nearly double the £63 million it owed him the previous year. Trump's slide down the rankings of the world's wealthy comes as a record 35 people have joined Forbes' list of billionaires, with the magazine calculating there are now 2,208 people with a net worth of more than $1 billion. The magazine named the Amazon founder and chief executive, Jeff Bezos, as the world's richest man with a $112 billion fortune, replacing the Microsoft co-founder, Bill Gates, who fell back into second place with $90 billion. Forbes calculated that Bezos's fortune, which is mostly held in Amazon shares, increased by $39.2 billion over the past year, the biggest ever one-year gain. Amazon's shares have nearly doubled from $846 a share last March to $1,523 per share last night. Sign up to the Daily Business Today email or follow Guardian Business on Twitter at @BusinessDesk. Collectively, the world's 2,208 billionaires hold $9.1 trillion, more than 3 times the gross domestic product, GDP, of the UK. The billionaires increased their combined wealth by $1.4 billion over the past year. The list is published in Forbes' latest edition under the headline "The Super Rich Continue to Get Richer, Widening the Gap Between Them and Everyone Else." Q&A. Alexandra Andreessen, 21. Worth $1.4 billion from family investments, Norway. Katarina Andreessen, 22. Worth $1.4 billion from family investments, Norway. Gustav Magnar Witso, 24. Worth $1.9 billion via family salmon farm, Norway. Evan Spiegel, 27. Worth $4.1 billion via Snapchat, US. John Collison, 27. Worth $1 billion via Stripe, web payments, Ireland. Thank you for your feedback. Gates, who has topped the Forbes billionaires list for 18 of the last 24 years, saw his fortune rise modestly from $86 billion to $90 billion. Forbes calculated that Bezos's fortune, which is mostly held in Amazon shares, increased by $39.2 billion over the past year, the biggest ever one-year gain. Amazon's shares have nearly doubled from $846 a share last March to $1,523 per share last night. Q&A. Alice Walton. Worth $46 billion via Walmart, U.S. Françoise Bettencourt Myers. Worth $42.2 billion, via L'Oreal, France. Suzanne Clatton. Worth $25 billion from BMW and Pharmaceuticals, Germany. Jacqueline Mars. Worth $23.6 billion from confectionery, U.S. Yang Huiyan. Worth $21.9 billion from property, China. Thank you for your feedback. Collectively, the world's 2,208 billionaires hold $9.1 trillion, more than 3 times the gross domestic product, GDP, of the UK. The billionaires increased their combined wealth by $1.4 billion over the past year.